Probably going to be lower, says Charles Murray of IHME, as we wait for that number to hit. Peter Pitts joins me, president for the Center of the Center for Medicine and the Public Interest and a former FDA Associate Commissioner for External Relations. Good to have you with us tonight. Talk to me a little bit about what you make of it if that model does indeed get ratcheted down again. It's been dropping significantly since the original number of 93,000 came out just a few short weeks ago.
Well, the reason the number has come down is because we've taken it seriously. We've prepared for the worst. Things aren't going to get there by any means. We've socially distanced. We've sheltered in place. We've taken personal responsibility in lieu of a vaccine. It isn't any of the medicines that's made this happen. It's Americans doing it by themselves for each other. And I think that with infection rates down and more countermeasures in place, both medical and social, we can return to a near new normal with virus mitigation strategies. As people begin to come back to work, we're going to have to think about using technology, certainly a lot of testing. We're going to have to think about using social distancing at work. So the whole concept of space in a new context. But again, also hygiene and personal responsibility. As we move through these phases, it's going to be largely on us as individuals to do the right thing. People don't want Washington or their state capitals to tell them what to do. That means we have to act responsibly to make sure that the right things do happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just ask you quickly, do you think that a comparison, if the number goes below where the 2018 flu season was, do you think that the comparison to look at those two things and say, did we overreact here, is an okay question to ask? Is that a reasonable question to ask or not?
I think it's an excellent question to ask, because when it came to years past and the flu, we got advice that we didn't follow. We didn't improve our hygiene. We didn't wear masks, which we're going to have to wear in the future from this point forward. And I think that what we're learning now is we have to follow the best advice and do things that we may not want to do. Obviously, sheltering in place for extended periods of time is extreme. Wearing masks is not. Better personal hygiene is not. Maintaining proper social distance is absolutely something we're going to have to do from this point forward, whether it's the flu or COVID next season. So I think the lessons learned from previous years of the flu, where many tens of thousands of people died, potentially more than that are going to die from COVID-19, is when we hear good advice, we've got to follow it. And that also means getting our children vaccinated. We've got to learn that vaccines are a crucial part of the public health proposition. Even though we may not want to do it, it's important that we do it for ourselves and our neighbors.
And for others. All right. Thank you very much, Doctor. Good to see you tonight.